This is Anna with Soul Embrace Tarot. And this is a reading about because Hugh Jackman. Very disappointed in Hugh Jackman. Not gonna lie. So, yeah, Hugh Jackman. I mean, but you know, it is what it is. Those are those things that I'm always talking about. Life cycles, we all change. And yeah, you know, it's yeah. Very disappointed in him. Spirit, Hugh Jackman, this trio, hopefully it comes out here. If not, I'll explore each of them maybe a little bit different, but Hugh Jackman, Sutton Foster, who I had never heard of in my life. Admittedly, I don't watch a lot of stuff, you know. So, I didn't know who she was. But now I know. And then, of course, Deborah-lee Furness. Anyway, Deborah-lee. His wife, because they're still married. They haven't made it official, and that's going to be a doozy. That divorce. Because I don't think they had a prenup. So that'll be interesting. Good for Deborah. She's gonna get a chunk full of change. She's gonna get a chunk full of Wolverine change. I mean, you know. Who cares, right? But, because it's just money, but, you know. Sometimes money hurts. Sometimes taking someone's money hurts them. And so if that... All right, I'll shut up now. I'm just disappointed in him. So disappointed. I don't care what they say. He had an affair. So let's see what comes out here. No. Spirit. Hugh Jackman. Let's just start with him and then move on. Yeah, that's Deborah right there. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. That's Hugh Jackman. I don't know if that's Sutton or not, but this is Deborah. How interesting. 3 characters right there. Wow. Fascinating. Okay, well, he's coming through as the Page of Cups. I'm calling this Sutton. I don't think it's a coincidence that these 3 characters came out like this. I'm calling her, she's the Queen of Swords in reverse. And then Deborah-lee is the 5 of Pentacles. Rejected, going through turmoil, feeling alienated. Financial, you know, some financial being affected financially. A loss, a breakup, a lot of change happening. Feeling alone. He, with his Page of Cups energy, is romantic. Feeling very romantic. Very in the romantic phase. He feels younger. He feels younger. Because of this Queen of Swords who's surrounded by gossip. Obviously, you know, she's coming through here as someone who made an abrupt decision. So let's see, a bit unemotional, somewhat calculating. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Tell me, what do you want to tell me? What do you want to say, Oracle? What do you want to say about all this mess? Energy of the three people here combined. Hey, how come you're in there? You're not even supposed to be in there. Yeah, you don't, I'm not feeling you. You don't belong there. Uh-oh. Listen, I don't know her, but I'm not liking her. And it's not because, you know, this shit happens all the time, unfortunately, right? It happens all the freaking time. But she's coming through a little bit smug. I don't like that. Like, yeah, he's mine. Bitch, you destroyed your own family too. Because I did a little research. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But they worked in the Music Man 2021 through 23. They were both still very married. It's not a coincidence, okay? Coincidences don't exist. And they're rare, I think. People think coincidences are more common than they really are. In my opinion, coincidences are very rare. I don't believe in coincidences. I think everything happens for a reason, and there's usually deliberate action behind things. So, she got divorced in October of 24. They separated in 23. There's no coincidences, okay? And then towards the end of last year, or early this year, I guess, they come out as a couple, right? So, yeah. All right. She's feeling a little smug. I don't like her. She forgives him. She forgives him, or may at that certain point be able to forgive him. We'll take a look and see what else can we get, Spirit. It's too many. There's the Queen of Swords again, in reverse again. Easily influenced. He may have been the one that was a little bit more pursuing, right? I have a feeling he may have pursued her in his very romantic gesture kind of way. He's feeling rebellious. He was feeling overwhelmed by hold on. Are we gonna look at him only? Is that what we're doing? There's no excuses for his behavior. I mean, you take care of one thing before you embark on another thing. You have to provide proper closure and not do dirty deeds. It's just my opinion, okay? But I feel that that's the way to behave properly, is to close out one chapter properly, Well, yes, that involves a lot of work, especially if they didn't have a prenup. If there has to be some kind of proper closure, I mean, it's a 20, almost 30, it's a 3 decades of a relationship here with 2 children who are grown up already, but still. And she has a young child. So we'll, you know, hmm. He just wanted to change. He was feeling like this had become burdensome, this relationship with Deborah-lee. I don't know if she's a difficult person or if she became difficult as they got older, or maybe she just had other expectations of him, whatever. He felt like maybe stuff that was going on in his life, his professional life, his personal life, he was just like, he was trying to work hard, maybe to distract himself from this, maybe to stay away from this relationship. He took on extra work. I don't know what he's done the last few years, but it seems like he's been busy. I'm always seeing him on the news or something. So he's always been working. I don't think he's a person that's ever stopped working for a long period of time. So, I mean, he's feeling the burden. I think he feels the burden of of all of this, right? And he's trying to figure out how to handle it. He's feeling this bit of rebellion, because rebellion against the beliefs that he's had for most of his life, right? The traditional marriage, the traditional type of, situation. He's feeling rebellious against that, and that's what this is about. He wanted a new approach. He wanted something different. And with the Hanged Man here in reverse, it's like he was feeling stuck, probably stuck. And maybe that's why he didn't close this out properly. And now that, because he knows that maybe the closing out of this very involved chapter and relationship in his life, the closing out of it could be a little bit complex and a little bit lengthy, although it doesn't have to be lengthy if both people approach in a very honest and grounded way. But maybe she's not grounded, maybe he's not grounded. I mean, you never know. Like, 2 people can't be at the same level. Obviously, if there's something that one of them isn't connecting anymore, it's very helpful to communicate that to that partner, to allow them the opportunity to try to match your energy or try to see if it really is over. And then we can both part ways as amicably as possible. It's hard. It's not an easy thing. It's not easy. I have a feeling that possibly someone in his life that knows everything about him, not his wife. You would think it would be your wife, but I have a feeling that people or someone has given him advice before this separation or this happened, where he was beginning to feel already antsy. Someone might have tried to talk him into what I was saying about close out that chapter before you move on. If you really aren't feeling it anymore, have that conversation with your 3-decade-long relationship partner. Have that conversation. Maybe they did. I don't think so. Or not to the level that it should have. Again, what do I know? This is just entertainment. I'm just picking up this energy in this moment, okay? Don't take this as truth. Oh, she said this. It is true. Yay. Oh, just chillax. Don't take everything so literally. Tell me more. Let's look at him first. Let's just look at them separately. I guess that's the best way to do it. I mean, in connection to this, what's her name? Sutton. He is very romantic. He feels young again. And in this long ass relationship, you start to feel the burden of it, the heaviness of it. Sometimes these long relationships can grow and expand together and learn together. But when you have separate lives like that, it's very difficult. She's somewhere and he's off work doing this and that. It's very difficult to maintain a closeness, that intimacy of that connection with a relationship when people are so separated by their careers, doing such different things and in different places of the world. It's impossible. You lose the intimacy. That connection tends to get lost. So I'm not surprised. I would have expected this to happen. I'm still disappointed in him and how he approached it. That's all. Okay. Wait. There's something else that opened up here. There's too many, Spirit. Way too freaking many. I want to spend 3 days on this. Look at this. It's crazy. Yeah. Lots of restriction. I think he felt very restricted in his marriage. He was feeling restricted in his marriage, and he began to do some self-reflection. And also, this is a big distraction here. This Sutton girl. I mean, she's not a girl. She's a full-ass grown-up woman. She ain't no girl. She's 42. She's not a little girl. She's a woman. But of course, 20 years younger than his wife. 20 plus younger than his wife. And what? He's 56. She's 42. 14 years younger. He just wanted to change. He wasn't feeling it anymore in his relationship. I think they had just drifted apart. He felt like there's some unresolved issues there with his marriage and within himself. He felt restricted, and he's sick of following the proper rules, like, I have to stay in this marriage forever, even though I'm not feeling it anymore. Why the fuck do I have to do that? That sort of thing, right? And for a while, it feels that for a while he was a people pleaser. He was like doing what everyone else wanted him to do in regards to the relationship with his wife. But there's the separation. It's like, and because he has a different perspective, he feels like, why do I have to stay in a situation where I'm not happy anymore? But the problem is that you don't have to stay in a situation where you're not happy, but you have to know how to end it properly. And that's a difficult thing to do. It's complicated, especially if they're not talking, if they have lost their way of communicating with each other. All of these things create a difficult ending. So some people find it easier to just walk away. And it's like, I don't, how do you look at someone who you are not connected with anymore? How do you have that conversation that's so difficult to have, that requires a strength and a groundedness within you as the person that wants to end a relationship? You got to be grounded, and you got to come from truth, and you have to be able to express that to your partner. And that is very hard to do. And it's not easy. It really isn't. But he's feeling freedom. He feels free. I mean, they separated in 23, so he's feeling like a spring chicken. You know what I mean? Like it or hate it, that's how he's feeling. And ain't nothing we can do about it. There's still there are some obstacles still, and that may be the wife. You know, those pesky wives. Those pesky wives are such obstacles when you want to have a young chickadee as your wife, as your new young wife, where the old wife doesn't want to let it go. Damn her. Sorry. Because I feel that that's what's happening. I feel that he would love to move on to probably marrying this chick. Because he's all lovey-dovey. He's in love. Love, right? He's feeling it hard for this one. Who's coming across twice as a Queen of Swords in reverse. So let's see what that's about. But I don't know. She's not coming across too lovey-dovey at the moment, although she feels satisfied, like she feels successful in having this, and nobody should be feeling this way in this situation. No one should be feeling this way. That's why I don't like her at the moment. You shouldn't be feeling this way. You understand me? When you had to close out your marriage and do this kind of thing, right? You shouldn't be that celebratory. So yeah, Wolverine is feeling a little stuck. He feels like he can't move forward in this connection the way he would want to. He probably wants to marry her. And he's feeling stuck because he's not divorced yet. Oh, those, you know. Darn. Let's see. He's just going with the flow at the moment. He's going with the flow. Right? He's feeling a burden, though. Right? Of not being able to really, like, he really feels he feels like she's baggage at this point. Sorry, Deborah-lee. I hope you're not watching. But whatever, you got to get a grip too. I mean, it's over and you need to strengthen yourself and move on. That's it. That's all there is to it. Get that divorce. Get it done. Get all you can out of it and move on with your life. Because that's the way it is, you know, unfortunately. Yeah. There's no going back. There's no going back. There's no going back here. I don't see it. He's sloughed off that skin of Hugh Jackman, the married man with married to Deborah-lee man. He's sloughed off that skin. He's no longer that person. So he will never get back with her. So, okay. So then, and you know, maybe this forgiveness card here with Deborah-lee is that, you know, they are amicable with each other. Maybe they are. But I feel, let's see. We'll look at, actually, let's look at Deborah-lee. We'll look at this lady next. Let's look at Deborah-lee here. Shuffle you one more time. Spirit, Deborah-lee, tell me more. Whew. Well, she's willing to compromise. To release the past. You know, it's not that simple, but she financially, I don't think she's stable on her own. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a lot of money flowing in from his side. I don't know what she's been doing on her career. I don't think is as obviously as developed as his. So, and she's older, and so it gets harder as you get older, right? To reestablish yourself in a career. Although things can happen, things can change. Financially speaking, I think she may be processing how to be able to finalize this thing, and it requires really cooperation between both sides. He's gonna have to let go of a lot more than he probably wants to, and he needs to already prepare himself for that. If he really wants to be free, fancy free, foot loose, you know, I want my new life. I want he's got some inner work to do. He's got some work to do for within himself. He may be doing it, I don't know. He's distracted now by the Sutton lady. He's distracted by her. So he, you know, that's not the proper way to do this, obviously. It's messy, very messy to end your relationships because you've met someone else. That's a messy way of ending a relationship. There's no closure there. There's no proper processing for both people involved. You've made a commitment with someone, and you should properly end it in the best way possible, not with this kind of drama. However, it's been done. So I think, because I feel like he didn't give himself the proper time from feeling overwhelmed by this relationship, feeling dragged, like it's baggage at this point. Like, I'm not myself anymore in this relationship. You need a space to properly process that and heal from that before you meet the next person, so that you can bring your next relationship the best version of yourself that you can bring. Most people don't do that shit. And that's why they go from messy relationship to messy relationship. They don't give themselves that room. So she, Deborah-lee, is able to forgive. So she may be working on that. Maybe she's already worked on that. I feel that this has been going on for a couple of years, you know, this affair, this relationship behind the scenes kind of thing. And that's probably what most definitely what ended this relationship finally. And so she's been probably processing for the last year or so. But I feel a new wound has opened up at seeing them publicly like that. Is another kind of like slap in the face type of thing. So she's processing her stuff. She's trying to give up control of the financial situation, so that at some point they'll be able to get moving with this divorce, to be able to handle the financial aspect of it. Even though she's feeling a bit pessimistic, especially regarding her, maybe her own career, and she's like, it's tough. She's at some point going to release that, because I feel like she's the one that's holding back from pursuing the divorce, because probably there was no, I keep wanting to say that there was no prenup. I don't know if there was. He was a nobody when they got together. And she really isn't a terribly famous person. Sorry. That's how I see it, okay? So they might not have had a prenup before they got married, because he was a nobody. He was just a little actor doing his little actor things. And so now he is who he is. So it's going to get real. And so that's probably what's delaying, is that she's trying to figure stuff out, right? And he would just love to release this already. So I feel that it will probably happen by him agreeing to whatever her terms are. That's probably what's going to happen. She's working on cooperating and releasing the tension that there probably is. She's going to have to give up the control. I feel like she's controlling the reason why he's not fully free. She's controlling that. And it's because of her financial insecurities. Like, you know, she's probably thinking, I need to be able to live for the rest of my life on whatever money I get from this, because I may not have any other acting for the rest of my life. So I need to be really secure. I don't think she'll have a problem with that. I don't think there'll be a problem with that. She's pretty determined person. She's very strong-willed, okay? And but also very patient. Which in this scenario is bad for him, because it's like she can wait forever. As far as she's concerned, she would probably never get divorced. She could stay separated forever. But it's not healthy to do that either. I'm telling her, it's not healthy. But if she's concerned financially, she has a lot of concerns. And so that's probably what's happening there. And why, you know, at some point, she'll have to release it. She will. Because in her heart, I mean, there's still love there, but it's over. And so you have to kind of, to be able to heal yourself, you must let it go. You must forgive and release and move on with your life, right? That's really the healthy way of doing it for yourself. She's improving herself. She's trying to improve herself. She's working on herself. But also there's this, a little bit of holding on, So let's see. Let me shuffle you. Oh my goodness. Such complicated lives. You want to go out, don't you? Yes, you do. And this guy wanted to come out earlier. That's who he was. Yeah, she's working on herself. She's really going within, trying to relax, healing herself. She's taking time off from whatever it is that she does, trying to just recover. She's been working on that. Who is that? Here, just tell me a little bit more about that. Just give me a little bit more. Here. Just give me one card. Can you? That is not one card, my friend. Yeah, she's trying to release the pain. Oy, oy, oy. She's seeing him as better times ahead. I don't know. There may be someone that comes into her life. There may be someone approaching her. But once she's able to release those old wounds, they're still festering. They're very fresh. and it'll be reopened again once the divorce is final or through the process of the divorce. They need to work on this quickly. If this needs to happen this year, it would be wise to just end it. Just do it. You'll come up with a number and he will give in. You know what I mean? Is that kind of thing where I feel like he wants to be released. He's done. He wants to be free. She can give him a number and he will say, let's do it. Because he has full potential to do 10 Wolverine movies if he wants. People will get over the fact that he had an affair because everybody's hating on him, I'm sure. I don't know. I feel like, I'm disappointed in him, and I'm sure a lot of people are. And so, because everybody does the math, we're not stupid, you know. We know you were having an affair with this chick while you were working together. Your wife found out. She clearly got the signs. If you didn't come out and just tell her, in 23 you separated, and then she gets a divorce last year. So yeah, this machine has been working already. So it's best for Deborah-lee to take care of this week. Sorry, this week. Maybe it begins this week. Certainly this year. Take care of it. Get it over with so you can move on. I see the possibilities of someone who's very confident coming in to sort of save the day kind of thing into her life. I see her with a very grounded, stable kind of person. Maybe someone who's very mature person. Someone her age bracket. Better times are coming for her. Right? But the conflicts need to be resolved. Obviously, before you can move on from rough waters to smoother waters, you have to resolve the conflicts. Because if not, you just bring the rough waters with you. You bring the baggage with you. You have to take care of that. But I see a diplomat, like maybe a politician or someone, a diplomat, some aristocrat, someone, you know, that's coming into her life at some point once she's able to free herself. So girl, get it done. Do the math. Find yourself a good financial person. Crunch those numbers, and Wolverine is going to let you go with a chunk of change. Okay. Everything will work out in the long run. It's disappointing because we all want the fairy tale long ass marriages, Hollywood, right? We want them to last, but it's so unrealistic. It's miraculous when they last and are happy and all that, because those lives are very complicated. So let's see this lady. I don't really I don't know. Okay, let's see. What do we need from her? Let's see. Sutton, who I had no idea even existed. I mean, to be fair, I don't know much. Sutton Foster. One more shuffle, and then let's see what we got for Sutton Spirit, who's coming through as a Queen of Swords in reverse here. Twice. So it's for sure, it's like telling me, yeah, it's her. Tell me more about her. Woo! She's the one that caused the tower, my friends. I mean, listen, it takes two to tango. But she's the reason for the tower. She's the tower in this situation, right? It was intense. It was sudden. And that's how it is. You know, some souls are just, there's no coincidences. How do I keep saying that shit? You see, canceled plans. We're canceling shit, right? And she was afraid, and that's, I feel like, you know, she doesn't even know that she's a tower. You know what I mean? But she existed. I feel that he met her and it was like, right? Wow. This person, my tower lady. This lady is my tower. And I'm gonna fuck up my life. But no, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's the way it has to be. Again, you should do it cleanly. You should do a clean break. But the break was probably inevitable. It was inevitable, okay? But she was quite afraid, I believe, in the beginnings of this situation. Probably quite afraid because she was married, fully married. And then Wolverine creeps in and it scared her. I mean, there he is. He crept in. The Page of Cups crept in. He's the Page of Cups. There's no coincidences. He's a dreamer. He's fresh. He's like excited about his future, especially when he meets his tower lady. He brings this idealism. He brings this freshness. And it made her scared. No. No, I said. Come on. I'm shuffling. I'm just shuffling. Don't get excited. Because I don't know what you're doing here. So just tell me well, here. Enough. Because you want to talk too much. Give me a little more. About Sutton. This is a longer reading than I wanted. Oy. Optical illusions. Let's see. Well. She's worried. He was the tower for her too in her life. Because she changed her life. Divorcing her husband. Tell me more. Like she felt like maybe because it was all so much energy, so much excitement. But she's you see, she has that Queen of Swords energy. She has a little bit of that detachment. The Queen of Swords is guarded. Even though she's in reverse there, right? In reverse, she's more vulnerable. And so, yeah, maybe she was having problems already in her marriage, and she was vulnerable at that time that Wolverine comes in and is like, with his little sharp nails, sharp whatever the hell they are, fangs. What are those? He comes in and he's like Zorro's her, right? He's like, hey, I'm here. Let's get excited. And it confused her. Oh my goodness. I don't mean to be so glib. But hey, it is what it is what it is. Yeah, they socialized a lot when they met. It was just something, it was fresh, and that's the problem. That's why you got to keep your relationship fresh, right? Because as soon as fresh energy comes in, what would you prefer? Fresh energy or stagnant energy? We're always drawn to fresh energy. So that's why people in your relationships, you have to keep things fresh. You have to keep talking to each other, making each other excited, that kind of thing, right? If you're going to bother to be in a relationship, don't just stay stuck, right? Grow and expand and learn new things and try different things and talk to each other and be romantic. Because if not, if you don't want to do that, both of you, not just one, both of you, when the fresh energy comes in, it draws you like a light, like a moth to a light. And that's the problem. They were engaged with each other. They were as associates, right? Co-workers, co-stars in this performing thing. What is it called? Music Man thing. They were excited and they were socializing and having meetings and exchanging creative ideas together. That is sexy. That is enticing, let me tell you. It's enticing when you're exchanging and you're working with what is your passion and you're exchanging those ideas with other people that are also excited and in the same thing. Those people are sexy as all hell. And that's what happens. It is what happens. Tell me about that. Because that one's kind of... She was, at some point, maybe she was having issues with her relationship. Because she was feeling a little lonely. Wolverine came into her life when she was feeling a little bit vulnerable and maybe a little bit lonely, even though she was married. She may have been having some issues. She was separated, not necessarily officially from her husband, but, maybe he lived somewhere else and she was doing something else. I don't know. I don't know what her story is. But certainly these two energies together, there might not be long-term energy here. I don't know if it is or not. I'm not going to do a reading on what their relationship is. I'm not interested, but they're towers to each other. They were both a tower in each other's lives. And that's not necessary. Maybe that was the purpose of them coming together, is just to finally separate these things that needed to be separated. So the universe does that. If you have a relationship, you're feeling stuck. Oh my God, it's dragging on. I'm keeping myself distracted, traveling all over the world, Wolverine, traveling all over the world to be able to not be at home with the person I'm feeling stuck, and she's stuck and I'm stuck. And the universe is like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Just finish it. Finish it already. Do a clean break. Oh, you're not going to do a clean break? Fine. Go do Music Man. You Music Man. Hi, Tower. Let's get it done. Because that's what the universe does. You have plenty of signs that you have to do something. If you choose to not look at it, the universe says, Tower moment. I'm going to get it done because we need to shift this energy. The universe does not like stuck energy. Nobody does. Tell me about this, please, for the love of God. What is that about? One. Give me one, please. I'm done. Just give me one. And then we're done. Because there's no guidance here or nothing. It's just... I said plenty of guidance. I gave her guidance. What? Oh, well. It's not what it seems, though. What is it? What do you mean? What's that about? Oh. Right. Because, right. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. We're all under the illusion. They look so happy. These two people. He looks like he's on cloud 9, right? He's so happy and smiley, and she's so happy and smiley. But remember, if we believe what we're seeing here, and you don't have to believe anything, I don't care. But, just to go along with what's happening here, if they met as a tower moment, this is an illusion. We're all thinking, oh my God, they're gonna get married. They seem so happy together. This is a perfect connection here. They seem so cute. They're like, oh my gosh, they're great. They're going to get married. They seem so happy. They may be happy right now, but there's an underlying bubble there. The bubble is there. And if they're not looking at their shit, it's not going to work, because there will be guilt. There will be, you know what I mean? That negative stuff is going to be the foundation of their connection. So inevitably, it will not work. Inevitably, undoubtedly, whatever. Okay, I'm done. I hope you all enjoyed that. This mess. Thank you so much for watching. I have a few celebrity things that I want to do, so I'm going to probably do one a week or something like that. Don't hold me to that. I'm just, I've written down some names that I want to pursue, so yeah. And if you have requests for celebrity readings, please put them in the comments below. On my list, I have Blake Lively, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Jason Momoa. For some reason, I want to do a reading on him. And I have others. I have a list somewhere else. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that. My soul embraces yours. Till next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.